do you really think that satellites positioned in the vacuum of space contributed to the making of Google Earth? Look at that. Landsat satellite program. Landsat. 2005. Does anyone remember when they were doing this? They had the Google helicopters, they had the Google planes flying overhead all the time. They had the little Mini Coopers or whatever retrofitted with their 360-degree cameras, driving around everywhere. Landsat. Why would you go way away from Earth to get high resolution pictures? Why wouldn't you just use airplanes and weather balloons with cameras about 100,000 feet up tops and then extrapolate that data and render it so you can zoom in and out? No satellites in the vacuum of space contributed to Google Earth. They do flybys with sophisticated camera systems on high altitude planes. They've been doing that since the 40s. They've had 4K cameras since the 40s, taking black and white images. You've seen it at the Science Museum. Look at the images. Earth is flat. All right? Google Earth, in my opinion, is an engineering, processing, rendering marvel of humanity. Good job, guys. You did a good job, definitely. Even though I totally disagree with it. It's incredible. Any average person would have a hard time using drones, mapping their city in such a way that you can zoom in and out like Google Earth does. We couldn't do it on our own. We don't have that processing power. So, why is it all cartoons? Well, that's some good animation to highlight their process. Satellite images of Earth, oh yes. But there is no live feed. There is no live zoom in from any satellite ever. Why? Yeah. That has to be real. That couldn't be a green screen and a foreground. No, that has to be in the vacuum of space. Yup. And you know what else? There's not one video of a rotating Earth with convex edges. Go to the ISS live feed. That shit is just drifting by overhead. The motion of the Earth that you get is that thing drifting by. The Earth is not moving. They say we're rotating on an off-kilter axis at 1,029 miles an hour at the equator. Yet, every video, go ahead, look for it yourself, shows a craft drifting by over the land with a fucking fisheye lens. So, come on, globies. Come on, guys. Tell me which one of these images was taken by a fucking satellite. This one? Is it that one? Yeah. You knuckleheads would probably believe it too. Is it this one? Ooh, yeah. But my sci-fi cringe warp speed space fantasy, yeah. We're gonna go to other planets. You fucking fools. I don't know about y'all. I'm so done with this place. Every day is a lie. Every day is a lie. Fuck if the Earth is flat or a globe. Just look at what's going on. They can't tell you anything. The mainstream media, mainstream science, doesn't fucking provide any foolproof evidence of anything. They just have an expert talking about it, and you fucking idiots believe it. Are you done yet? Or are you just going to fucking keep buying in to this beast system? Jesus is returning soon. Mark my words. Y'all have no idea. The wrath of God is coming for us. W- 2021, we got thousands of satellites up. You're telling me you can't even buy an app to have access to a live feed? Go ahead. Look at the International Space Station live feed. They're not over a rotating Earth that's orbiting the sun. No, they're over a stationary plane. Any motion you see on the ground from the ISS is due to it drifting by. And I don't know exactly what the ISS is. There's not people on it. It's a high altitude drone balloon thing. I don't fucking know. I don't give a fuck what you say. They've been caught faking their internal shots of the International Space Station with them floating around. That's all done in a studio. And the people just eat it up. Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos sending people to space, sending William Shatner to space. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Use that to prove your globe Earth. Use that footage. Sending civilians to space. Just wait, flat Earth. Space travel in 2021. I'm not impressed. Y'all have been bamboozled. Tell me, which one of these images was taken by a satellite? Live satellite view. This one? You sure? You sure? You go to the ground from this type of view and look up. It's about, these clouds are about the same distance away, maybe a little less. It's all rendered. Everything's digital. Everything's artificial. If you can't realize that, if you don't notice that now, and you're in love with this world, man, God has a problem with you. I want any globe defender to fucking go through this list and tell me which one of these images was taken by a fucking satellite in the vacuum of space. If you went under this cloud formation and looked up, it's about the same distance away from this overhead view. So the clouds are at, say, 15,000 feet. This is about another 20,000 feet over that, looking down. Whoopty shit. Been doing that since the 40s. Come on, which one of these was taken by a satellite, people? Tell me. Can you ping a satellite? Do you really think your fucking cell phones transmit to a satellite? Do you really think your satellite TV is broadcast to space and then back down to Earth? Hold on. Let me show you something. Excuse me. Where does DirecTV broadcast to the satellite in space? Hold on. From. DirecTV, as an example, owns a constellation or fleet of 14 satellites operating in our skies. The satellites are in geostationary orbit of 22,236 miles above the surface of the Earth. Using our basketball scale Earth, that would be almost 27 inches, or nearly 3 Earth diameters away from the surface. Well, where does DirecTV broadcast to the satellites from? How does DirecTV get their signal? What frequencies? You can't figure out where their installation is. You want to prove a globe or a flat Earth? You find out where DirecTV broadcasts to the satellites and then back down to Earth from. You can't find it. It's a lateral connection. They're broadcasting over the flat plane in a parabolic arch, and you're Satellite on your house is peaked in to the proper angle to catch that narrow bandwidth of frequency. Where does DirecTV broadcast to the satellites in space from? Why is it all cartoons? Look at the sat on your house. What is that pointing to space, or is that pointing across a flat plane? It's so obvious. Shouldn't these be looking straight up? No. Nope. Because DirecTV means 22,000 miles from the ground to space, and then another 22,000, so 44,000 mile fucking round trip, rather than broadcasting it direct to your house from the station. Do you think they broadcast it to space and then back down? How can that be direct? Direct means line of sight. Lateral connection across the plane. We've been bamboozled, people. Hornswoggled. The wool is over our eyes. And it's comfy like a blanket. And we just fucking take it.